I guess you might have been a little bit, I wouldn't say deceived, but probably misled a little bit. A simple mistake, you know what I'm saying? A simple mistake in you know, on your end, because it never turns out like that. And obviously you know that, because you said yeah.
Yeah. You know, that was my plan. You know what I'm saying? That was my plan before I knew anything about God's will and you know what I'm saying, learned a little. I still got learning to do. I'm still not done with the Bible. I'm still in 2 Corinthians. I'm almost done. But and then I'm going to have to read it again and again. So I still got some learning to do. But that was when I thought, that was my plan. But obviously, if you'd have asked me even 2 weeks ago, I would have never knew that I'll be here talking to you now. So that's God's plan. You feel me? That's God's plan, because I was just telling my little brother the other day, or just telling different people, like, you know how much effort I put into my secular music? I would sit there and literally I'll find new software, I'll shoot messages out to people on my face all day. I do all kind of stuff trying to promote my own music, staying up all in the middle of the night. With this, I shot the records for one website, and I woke up and it was everywhere.
So, you know
what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
God, that's what God can do.
I feel you now.
Compared to all of the work I put in.
Let's change the tides. Those of you that are just tuning in, you're listening to the sounds of Holla-Fest Radio. We are chopping it up with Houston rapper BIZZLE, a.k.a. Not Lavish, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's how he's known throughout the Christian industry, holy hip-hop industry. Let me ask you this. Now, flipping it to the fact that you shot it out there to one website. Now it's on the internet. Did you have in your mind, that you would get criticism from the church, you know what I'm saying, or from those that didn't understand? Because I'm under the understanding that when somebody throws either a comment on Facebook, you know, MySpace or Twitter, you know, they should be mindful that once you throw it out there, you open game for anybody to disagree with, and you shouldn't get mad if people disagree with you, because from the comments that I read on thesouth.com, and we just being very real, most of the Christian community didn't respond well to, you know, to the track. Others did, a lot did, but most didn't. You know what I'm saying? Is it bothering you that that the Christian community, you know, is upset about it, or, you know, or did you have that in mind, like, I'm gonna throw this out there and who knows what's gonna happen? Talk to us.
Nah. It bothers me because I feel like, okay, he did Jesus, and then there's a lot of other stuff, like the stuff that I put together in the video, or just lyrics, period, that people that are maybe, you know what I'm saying, they're more mature in their Christian walk, they don't listen to Jay, but their kids do, and they don't know what their kids are listening to, but I do. So I went out there and I put it up there, and then I'm defending Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that the Christians would have my back. But I mean, so a lot of them do, though. A lot are giving me encouraging words, and I need that, you know what I'm saying? Because this is all new to me. But yeah, I thought they would have my back.
Yeah,
because I stood up for Jesus, and even I think the way they're looking at it as is like I'm a Christian rapper, and I said these things. I think they need to start looking at it. Maybe it'll change their perspective if they look at it as me being a secular rapper who saw Jesus being disrespected and stood up when nobody else would. You know, many. And I'm gonna be real with you, being that we're now talking to the Christian community. Many might not agree with you, bro. Many might not. They might, you know, understanding Bible, they might take it as, well, Jesus don't need nobody to defend him. The Bible defends itself. Jesus don't need our help. You know what I'm saying? They might look at it from that perspective. I'm just letting you know, because I've been in ministry for 15 years and I know how Christians think. You know what I'm saying? I know how church folk think. You know what I'm saying? They might take it as, well, Jesus is God all by himself. He don't need you to defend him. He's not weak. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't see it that you were doing it in that fashion. I just took it as, here's a person that's sticking up for what they believe in, and they just went at somebody.
Exactly.
Because the gay person will do the same thing. Say something about homosexuality.
Exactly.
They will say something.
Exactly. I really, man, you read my mind. and black folks, look, if a white guy say something about a black person, and that's the group you belong to, we're rallying and we want to call Jesse James and Al Sharpton and we want a public apology. And same thing with the gay people. We want a public apology. Now, when he did Jesus and Christians, we don't even get a public apology.
Woo!
And I know there's somebody in his corner, a publicist or somebody said, Jay, maybe you should apologize. And he had to be like, nah, I ain't apologize. Somebody had to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it is show business, and that'll be the easier way to go. But yeah, we ain't get no apology, and that's the group I belong to. I'm a Christian. That's the group I belong to. I may not have done it the way Jesus himself would have done it, but there were people in the Bible who did handle business the way I did. David handled business the way I did.
I feel you,
know
man.
What I'm saying?
I feel you.
And that's how I feel.
I'm listening to you. I'm laughing not at you, man. I'm just laughing that you speak in your heart, man. You know, the Bible is very clear, man. You know, and those of you that are Christian, listen to me. Now, I still got some questions to ask you about the N-word and about some of the other content you have on your website and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the Bible is clear in Romans 14. Let each one be persuaded in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, you know, each one minister according to the proportion of their faith, which means, you know, you were only doing what you knew to do with the little bit of knowledge that you knew. You were offended at Jay for saying what he said about your Lord, which you love. You love Jesus, am I right?
Exactly.
So it's the same way as somebody saying something about my mama. I love my mama. We break out in a rash. Like, say something about my mom. We wild out.
Look at this though.
You see what I'm saying?
Take it even further.
Same principle.
If somebody says something about your mother, right in front of you and your mom, and just blatantly disrespected her, I know you Christian, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if someone did that, even though your mom says, hey, don't forget it, just don't even do nothing about it, you still most likely gonna handle business because it hits you in that spot.
It's personal,
and it's the same way. I'm wrong. I may be wrong because my father said don't do it, but I'm like, Father, he can't just disrespect you like that. And you know what I'm saying? I got out there, and I mean, people just need to see that. You know what I'm saying? My heart was in the right place. It's still in the right place. And I mean, the opinions and accusations, man.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a lot to handle. But
all right. Let's turn a little bit. Those of you that are just tuning in, you're listening to the sounds of Holla-Fest Radio. This is your boy, man, Preach That Fire. We are chopping it up, man, for the last 40 minutes with my man BIZZLE, Houston rapper, man. Widespread internet buzz right now. Everybody talking about him. Let's go a little bit into the content of the track. Now, I know this might sound redundant a little bit, but I think maybe Christians or the body of Christ, those in the Christian community, felt that using the N-word might not have been the best choice. Now, I understand you already explained it that, you know, it might not, you're acknowledging it might not have been the best choice of words, but nevertheless, it's already out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, the N-word, you know, talk to us a little bit about it. What was behind using the N-word? Was you conscious that, you know, Christian, you know, or those that profess a faith in Jesus Christ should have not used the N-word, or it was just that's what you wrote and you threw it out there, and then like later afterwards it was like, oh man, it's already out there? But because I remember you saying something that you were gonna take out the N-word from the track, but then you said, you know what, I'm not being real to myself because that's how I talk. You know what I'm saying? So talk to us a little bit. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, the same way